welcome and welcome back. My name is Raquelle Lynette. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on the video, coming and joining the party, joining Kel's crew. Gonna need you to go ahead and click the subscribe button, stay around a while and become a part of Kel's crew. For the rest of Kel's crew, how the heck are you guys doing? So I decided today just to do, I've never done just my everyday flawless makeup routine. So I thought it was time to do this. Most of the time, like if I'm on Instagram or something, if I'm out the door, you're gonna see me with this makeup. This is my go-to makeup. This is my everyday makeup. So I wanted to share it with you guys, let you guys know some of the things I've been using and just show you a quick and easy A1 beat that you could wear anywhere, school, work, brunch. You can play this up in so many things, but it's just like an everyday slay. So if you're interested in seeing how I came up with this and you want to see what I got going on, you're more than welcome to continue on watching, and let's just go ahead and go ahead and jump right in. I've already done my brows off camera. If you're interested in seeing how I do my brows, I will insert a card so you guys can just go ahead and follow that tutorial. But yeah, I always start with my brows before I prime or put any type of moisturizer on, because I find that when I put the moisturizer or a serum or anything that has any type of slip, and my brows are just gonna be like super oily and I don't need any of that. So yeah, I did the brows off camera. And now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just prep my face, and I like to use the Eau de Lis. This is a beauty elixir, and I just like to spritz this on my face, and here it is right here. I'm almost out. This is like $49. This is a French brand, but I really swear by this. This is an awesome smell, and it's very natural. It's a very clean product, all derived from all natural and organic ingredients. Oh, it's just so refreshing. So next, of course, is moisturize, and it all depends on what moisturizer is the closest to me. I can go from a serum to a moisturizer, so it's between these two at the moment. I also do like the Clinique, the Gel Hydrating Jelly, and the Embryolisse Late Cream, but these are both close, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reach for my Milk. I'm almost out of this, guys. This is a vegan moisturizer, and it's very, very thick, but non-greasy, and it's just really good, and it's been working very, very well for my skin, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the full size one. Okay, so I'm all moisturized, and next I like to put on some type of lip moisturizer. It's either going to be Carmex or my plumping lip gloss. I can't find my plumping lip gloss right now, so it's Carmex, and this is just to moisturize the entire time while I'm putting my makeup on, because I don't want crusty lips when it's time to do my lips. So I'm gonna use this is my Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. Now I like this one because it is mattifying, but it also doesn't take a long time to absorb into the skin. I find that if it's like, if I'm just trying to leave and go somewhere quick, my Becca Evermatte Priming Perfector takes a while to dry down, and if I don't dry it down, if I don't give it time to dry down, then it's going to be patchy and my foundation is going to stick to it, and it's just going to be a mess. And I also find that the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, that it takes time to work into the skin as well. So when I'm just on the go and I need to prime, I use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying, and it's very light, velvety, but when it dries, it doesn't take a long time, and it is mattifying. So yeah. So I can already feel the Fenty Beauty already like drying down. I just reach for a little bit of translucent powder. This is my Huda Beauty Blondie powder, and I just put a little bit of that on a brush. This is my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki, and I just set that very quickly. Mostly concentrating on the areas where I do have larger pores and my smile lines. So that is all set and ready to go. Next, I like to reach for a concealer. The concealer that I'll be using for the day, it doesn't really matter. It's just like the concealer of the week or of the day, whatever I'm favoring, whatever is closer. So today we're gonna reach for the Pat McGrath Lab, and this is an M18. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my eyes. Now, when it's an everyday look, I don't really use like my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I just use a regular concealer that I'm going to be using because it's quick and easy and it does the job. Alright, so everything's all blended out. And next, I usually don't have like an everyday eyeshadow palette. If I'm just rushing or going somewhere, I don't usually like reach for one. But like if I did, it'd be like an everyday palette. But usually what I do is I just use my bronzer and my highlighter for my eyeshadow. So I'll reach for whatever bronzer I'm using, and this is the Morphe Glamour Bronzer. This is in the shade Leader. And I just take a blending brush in there, and then I put this into my crease. Just to create a little bit of depth. Alright, so after I put the bronzer in my crease, I just grab whatever highlighter I'm going to be using for the day or whatever the highlighter of the week is, and I just take a champagne-y shade. In this case, I'm going to be using the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette, and I've been really, really loving this. It's such a beautiful formula. It's a lighter highlighter, it's very loose, but it's not chunky, so there's not any chunks of glitter. It's just very, very luminous, and I really, really do like this. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to prep the brush, and this is my Sigma E55. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip into a champagne shade, or mix two together, because this quad you can really mix together. So I'm just going to mix these two together and just start putting that and start placing that on my crease. And I'm sorry, and just start placing that on my lid. No cut crease or anything, just free-handedly putting this on my lid. I really like to have a nice champagne. It makes your eyes pop with little effort, and it's just so quick. So I just put this on my lid. Alright, next we're going to move on to the face, and what I'm going to use is my Dior Face and Body foundation, just because this is a darker shade. This is such a liquidy formula, and it's very easy to blend out with a brush and not a sponge. So I just like to use this with a brush, put a little bit on my face, and I like to buff this out with a brush. So I'm just going to buff this out really quick. Picking up a brush and buffing out a foundation that you know is going to buff out beautifully just saves so much time. And most of the time I don't have like time to sit and, like if I'm going somewhere really quick, I don't have time to sit and color correct and use a sponge and stuff. So just so much easier. So I'm all buffed out with that. And this is a BH Cosmetics brush, the Rose Gold Brush Kit, that you can get that still available. It's such a good quality brush for such an affordable price. I definitely would recommend it. Alright, so from there, we're going to move on to the concealer, and I'm just going to use that Pat McGrath Labs concealer that I used to prime my eyelids, and we're just going to go ahead and put some concealer on. Now usually I like to build my concealer up to be super full coverage, but I always just put one layer on when I'm just, with an everyday life. So with that same e.l.f. Cosmetics blending sponge, just going to blend this out really quickly. Did I tell you guys that I love this Pat McGrath Labs concealer? Because I love it. If you haven't seen my review and wear test, you definitely should go check it out, because this concealer is so extraordinary. It's extraordinary. It's such a great formula, and it feels great on my skin. It's not heavy. It's not tuggy. What the hell is that? What does tuggy mean? Oh my god, what's that? What does tuggy mean? But you know what I mean. It's not tugging on my eyes. It stays all day. Such a bang for your buck, honestly. And just blend this all out really quickly. And I just use I don't use a lot of tools. I try to stick to just a few tools, so I just use the sponge. Normally, if I'm doing a full glam beat, I'll switch to my Tatsi Beauty Blendiful or my Beauty Blender Pocket Puff. But when I'm in a rush, we are just using the sponge the old-fashioned way. And I also do put a little bit of translucent powder at the beginning of my brows. I always set my brows with a gel after I'm done with my full face routine. But that just keeps your brows locked if you set it with a little bit of translucent powder. All right, so we're all set. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my face powder. Just depends on what face powder I'm using. Currently, I've been loving the Urban Decay Naked Skin Fix. I'm in the shade 70 WO, and I really, really love it. Set all the areas, my lower face. I actually brush off the powder with the foundation, face foundation, and then I set everywhere else. And then I also brush away the excess with that same brush. Alright, so next we're just going to go ahead and add some dimension to the face. I don't use a cream contour when I'm doing my everyday because it's everyday. Most of the time I'm going somewhere or I have an appointment, so I don't have time to blend out a cream contour or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and reach back into the Glamour Bronzer and start sculpting my face using the Smith Cosmetics 104 brush. I love my Smith Cosmetic brushes. These are like a luxury brush brand. I did get sent these in PR, but that does not affect the quality or, you know, the way they perform. I'd always been a Smith Cosmetics fan ever since I went to the makeup show the first year that I was living in Vegas, and they really are a luxury. This is seriously a luxury brush line. I mean, seriously, I really love Smith brushes, and I mean, they're going for like $20 a pop, but no need to worry. You guys can find them on Beautylish as well. So if you're looking to try some of them out, you can split the installments into 4 small payments and get you some quality brushes, child, because these are from a makeup artist and she puts in the time and the money, and these are definitely, if you're a makeup artist, you'll know about Smith Cosmetics. If you're a makeup enthusiast, you might not only know about Morphe or Sigma, but Smith Cosmetics are real staple tools that are going to last a very long time. And then for my nose, I still do like to have the precise angled Morphe M459 brush, just because it just creates a straight line. And usually I'm probably in a rush and I don't want to create some odd shape on my nose, so that just is like a guideline for me. And I just set the powder down. And briefly contour. See, it's like super easy and you can't like mess up when it's outlining it for you. And then I just blend it with my finger. Voila, and we are all done with that. So then I go ahead and I pick up a blush. Again, whatever blush I'm loving at the moment. This is a Makeup Forever. I don't know what color this is because these are magnetic and it's hard for me to get it out with my finger. So I will insert the shade, I just don't know it off the top of my head. And using another Smith Cosmetics brush, 103, I just like to add the flush of color to my cheeks, warm everything up. All right, so I got everything warmed up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reach back into Dior Show Backstage Glow Palette and just start reapplying some of the highlighter in my tear duct to brighten my eyes up. So I'm all bronzed and I put my blush on. So I'm gonna just go take the Caudalie Beauty Elixir and refresh my face before I put any highlighter on. You guys, it's so refreshing. It smells so good. That was literally like one of the best leap of faith that I've ever done. Like I tried it once and I was like, oh, this is so good. How come more people don't talk about it, right? So I'm just going back into the Dior Show Backstage Quad and highlighting my face really quickly. So pretty, right? I love this highlighting quad. It melts beautifully into your skin, giving a very healthy glow, not too intense, just catching the light and giving you that healthy glow that we all know and love. All right, so after I've done that, that's when I go ahead and reset my brows. I'll be taking the Benefit Cosmetics 24-Hour Brow Setter Clear Gel, and you guys know I always usually use a Gimme Brow, but I don't know, there's just something about this 24-Hour Brow Setter that I've been loving lately. They position your hairs in the perfect space and basically glue them to your head all day, and I've literally been loving this formula. I go back and forth, but at the moment, we are living for this brow gel. You see that? Like, you can actually, it looks like feather, like hair-like strokes, right? So long. I'm just gonna reach for whatever liner is closest. At this moment, the Tarte Cosmetics Tarteist Dual Liner is close. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a quick wing, nothing super dramatic, just like an everyday wing. Very, very, very thin. All right, so we're all lined. So right, every single day, like if I'm going out, just going to brunch, going to meet somebody, all that jazz, I try not to do such an intense dark liner or any brown or any black in my waterline. So I always like to brighten my eye and whiten it with the Benefit Cosmetics Highbrow Liner. Now this isn't white, this is nude, and it's actually supposed to define underneath your eyebrow, but I'm brown, so it's way too light, and it's just the perfect liner. And I've been using this for like, I want to say I've been using this for 3.5 years almost. It's just the perfect liner. I've tried a couple of other ones and they don't stay, or they bleed, or they skip. And this one is just consistent and it's going to stay all day. And as you can see, this just really widens and brightens everything up. It makes me look awake, fresh, you know what I mean? It's not sultry and dark if I were to wear a dark liner like I used to back in the day. One of my tricks for this is honestly using the Benefit, either the roller lash or the Bad Gal Bang, and just really jazzing up my bottom lashes. I have kind of longer lashes, so I like to use an intense mascara, and Benefit mascara is really cling to your lashes and give you that volume. So I just put my mascara on. Today I'm using the Roller Lash by Benefit. You just really focus the black mascara on the lash, the outer part of the lash, to make it look super long, because if you put the black close to the nude liner, it's not going to look correct. So I just focus it on the outer parts of the lower lash. And it creates a super wide-eyed doll-like look that I love. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my Huda Beauty lashes, and these are my favorite lashes, number 23. They're so beautiful. They're dramatic, but they're everyday. They're not too intimidating, they're not too dark, and they're very lightweight, so I can wear them for an extended amount of time. All right, so we are all good. So lately I've been using my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Espresso to line my lips, and it has turned out to be the perfect lip liner, and it's so quick and easy. I used it on Instagram and a lot of people were like, oh, genius. Yeah, like this is like the perfect liner, y'all. So you literally, it's so easy, seriously. It's so easy, and it just lines and it stays all day. It's so bomb. And I've been using my BH Cosmetic Martha liquid lipstick, which is a very pinky shade. Very dry liquid matte lipstick. And of course, my Fenty Beauty Glass Slipper liquid lip gloss bomb. Put it on my finger and put it over the lip, because I'm just not a matte lipstick girl. I'm just not. All right, so this is literally my every single day go-to flawless makeup routine. Let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you are going to be incorporating some of these tips and tricks just to breeze through your makeup and get yourself out of the door. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, of course, leave a comment for me down below, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys very soon in my next video.